Next, we're going to look a little bit at naming acids. Now, we're just going to learn the naming with acids because acids are a little bit different. So you've probably recognized acids in the past if you see compounds made with starting with that big capital H, that hydrogen molecule. Because really that's what an acid is. It's when something's put in water or in a solution, it completely breaks down into perfect hydrogen ions, and whatever other salt that it's connected to is what you call the other part of it. Now, almost all of them have that H, but there are some exceptions, like acetic acid right here. It's done in this fashion, but that has more to do with telling scientists the way that it bonds together. And as we learn some more difficult compounds, we'll probably see something like this, so you can see how it makes different chains with things. But most of them are fairly simple. Most of them are just like our ion, still held together with an ionic bond. It's just a little bit unique in its overall use and action, and so its naming is completely different. All right, so let's look at just a 2-atom one. That's not using our polyatomics, but just like this one right here. Like this is hydrochloric acid. Okay, so you're going to put the prefix hydro, all right? Then the root for our anion, so we can see that that was chlorine, right? So it would be chlor. Remove your INE. You're going to add IC for a suffix, so chloric. And then you add the word acid, and you get hydrochloric acid. So start with hydro and remember this is just for hydrogen and a single atom, so a non-metal, okay? Hydrochloric acid. And with polyatomics, it's a little bit different, just like it was with our ionic bonds, okay? So first of all, you got to get used to recognizing the polyatomic. And you can see this one over here. Does anybody remember what that is? Well, if you said hypochlorite, you were right. So hypochlorite is the name of our polyatomic, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to replace the ite, and that's what a lot of these have, and then we're going to add OUS. So we're still using the main part of its name, its polyatomic name. So hypochlor, we're just making it hypochlorous. And then we add the word acid at the end, and it's that simple, hypochlorous acid, right? Now notice that hypo is not a prefix this time, that's just part of the overall name of the polyatomic. This is hypochlorite, right? So hypochlorous acid is just hypochlorite bonded with a hydrogen molecule. Now if we look at this one, it's slightly different because notice this is chlorine and 3 oxygen, which makes a chlorate, all right? So we're just going to change the 8 this time, still using our base name, and to ic. So with 8, we go to ic. With ite, we go with OUS, okay? So 8, we now have chloric acid. Same thing as before, add acid at the end. So take a look at a number of these and try to figure out, if you can, how you would say them or how you would end up writing them. It should be very simple because it's nothing more than a hydrogen being added to either a polyatomic or a single non-metal. And then if you have the naming down, it goes pretty well. Okay, give it a shot, see what you can do.